Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 5th. We're just going to jump right in here, Cancer. You have this older woman card. It says dealing with relationships with an older woman. You have this box card. It says you will receive a gift. So I feel that there could literally be a gift coming in for you from a person. It doesn't have to be an older woman. Again, I'm reading for a million of yes, so it could just be a person who is giving a gift. I also feel this could just be a gift from the universe as well. So some of you, this could come in the form of guidance. I feel you have the Eight of Wands and the Fool as your first two cards. So the Eight of Wands is kind of like quick success or quick movement, and the Fool is obviously taking a leap of faith. So, and look at this right here, Ten of Pentacles. This looks amazing already, definitely. So there's something very positive coming in for you here, I would say. But you have the Eight of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is you showing up in a strong position. I always say whenever you show up as yourself, that puts you in a position of power and strength. So I kind of feel the Queen of Cups is just you. The Queen of Pentacles, I also feel, is your energy. I feel that the Queen of Pentacles is more saying that you are very focused on, look at this. I love this card as well, this Poise card. It basically says that you are being lifted up on a pedestal, that you are poised and ready for success, or you're poised and ready for something. It really doesn't matter what it is, but I kind of feel that a lot of you are kind of in this place where you're going to be finding success. I kind of feel like at this very moment, you are focusing on your resources with the Queen of Pentacles. She is a card of resourcefulness. And, like I said, I really feel this is your energy more than anything. So I kind of feel for the most part that you could be focused on your finances, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any resource. It could be your energy, your time, your effort, how much time you give people in your life, things like that. Any type of resource that you could possibly imagine. The Queen of Pentacles encourages us to be resourceful as well. The other weird thing that I just noticed is that you have three queens here. So three queens is like jealousy and gossip. But again, it's almost not, I always tell people it's not even worth mentioning for the most part, because I would just ignore it. I think that's the best thing that you could potentially do. But I do see that here. There could be people who are jealous. It looks like there's a lot of improvements here. And so there could be people who are jealous of that. I would just ignore it. You have the Eight of Wands and the Fool. I kind of feel this is information that you are receiving. And I feel that this information is something that you are going to take a leap of faith on. So if you've been having a hard time knowing what direction to move in life, or knowing what to take a leap of faith towards, or what risks to take, or whatever, it's almost like maybe the gift that you're receiving is news, someone giving you a bit of advice, or someone telling you what direction to move in, or, helping give you guidance, or, whatever the case may be here. And, I think it's going to be really good for you, because, again, I think that it's going to help you understand, what direction you should move in, and you're going to be moving in a new direction. With the Fool there and the Eight of Wands, you just have the Fool. So, like I said, whenever a card repeats itself, it's basically the universe saying I meant what I said. You're going to be getting some news, information, could come in the form of an inspiration. Someone could literally tell you something like, hey, this might be a good idea for you, or, something like that. I feel it's going to feel right. That's the difference here. Is obviously, I don't think we should just do whatever people tell us to do. But, what I am saying is something feels right about this. Someone could be coming in and being like, hey, I saw this, I saw this job in the paper. Do people read papers anymore? I don't know. But, they could say I saw this, or, something. It's something, it feels like an offhanded comment to me as well. And it could be coming from your mother, or something, a person like an aunt or something, because of that older woman card. And again, I would listen to it because, again, it might be could be a very valuable opportunity. You have the Ten of Pentacles right next to it, which is amazing. With the Queen of Cups, here you go. You have the World. You have a lot of repeating cards here, Cancer. I don't know. This is the second or third reading I've done for you where you have a ton of repeating cards. And again, this does not happen as often as you would think. To me, it's pretty unusual when I have a reading where there are so many repeating cards. But there's something you're about to accomplish. I mean, this looks very positive here. Even this direction here looks very positive. The whole entire reading looks pretty positive to me. You do have the Two of Swords, but big deal, right? With the Five of Swords, with the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Five of Swords. And so you do have the Five of Swords going up through to the Two of Swords here. This, to me, would kind of represent needing to take some sort of risk, or, on a transformation with that Death card. And, again, we'll talk about this more when we get to that Two of Swords. Next, you have this conflict card. It says you might find yourself, here you go. We were talking about this with the 3 queens coming up here, having personality clashes. It says if you experience competition, see it as a chance to up your game. You're not willing to fight for whatever it is that you're wanting. That sounds weird, but whatever. Okay. You have this voice card. It says, using your voice could be very lucrative for you. The only thing holding you back is your inability to speak the truth. So don't be afraid to speak up. Again, I would avoid conflict. I think we're in a bad time for conflicts. Like, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't stick up for yourself, by the way. There's a difference between, conflict and sticking up for yourself. I do think that we should stick up for ourselves, obviously. But again, I would still try to avoid conflict if you can, right? So if people are talking about you or whatever, let them talk, right? It's free attention, as I always say. So why not take the free attention as far as I'm concerned? But I would just let them talk. Don't try to defend yourself. You'll just look guilty, especially with the energy we have right now. So, I would just let it go. But there could be some gossip. This could also be a warning. Telling you to stay away from gossip. Like if there are people talking at the water cooler about someone else or whatever, I would stay away from it just so you don't get involved, right? You have the 10 of Pentacles here. So again, really good. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. The 10 of Pentacles forms the Tree of Life. So for a lot of you, it looks to me like there are some, there's a really good opportunity coming in for you. I do feel like, again, this is something that someone's telling you about, or, it could be just, you could just feel inspired. It could be the universe is bringing you a gift, like I said, and that the gift could be inspiration. And the inspiration is the thing you've been waiting for, is kind of what this is saying. Like sometimes in life, I think we feel like we don't know what to do, and then we get an idea where it's like, oh my God, now I know what to do, and now I can move forward. It's like years ago, I was like in a really bad place financially, and I started a business, and I made like $6,000 literally like overnight with this business, and it didn't last after that period of time. It was a very short-lived business. It was a good idea, but it was like a pain in the ass to keep up with and everything like that. And also I started during Mercury retrograde, but that's neither here nor there. But the point was, like, I needed money desperately, and it made me the money that I needed in that short period of time. So, it was just something like, it just popped into my head. It just like out of nowhere, literally, and I kind of get that feeling for you here where, you could be getting an idea that kind of pops into your head out of nowhere and makes you very successful. So, love it. You have this Death card. Death, of course, is a transformation. So I do feel for a lot of you that there is a transformation that's available to you. I do feel like it's after a period of darkness. The 2 pillars from the moon show up here on the Death card, and the sun is coming up between those 2 pillars. So I feel that you've definitely been through a moon period. A moon period is a period of darkness and kind of like secrets, not knowing the answers or not knowing the direction that you need to move in. Really, the secret of the moon is to just keep going through the darkness and to keep working towards your goal, whatever it is. That's what you have to do. But again, we don't have the moon here. This is after the moon. So it seems to me like you're stepping into the sunlight. You also go up to the 2 of Swords here, and 2 of Swords kind of represents needing to see all the ways to do something. So it looks to me like you're opening up to possibilities, which we'll talk about that more in a second. You have the Hermit, which also says that you've been through a period of darkness, going through a dark night of the soul, and now you're coming out on top, or you're coming out the other side, and you have found your inner light or your inner guidance system. And I do feel that is kind of going on here. So let's see what is going on in this row. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 4 of Wands. Some of you, that definitely could be marriage. Again, 10 of Pentacles to me is the best love card in the deck. Yes, it's a Pentacle card, but it represents everything you want and desire. It's like building and leaving a legacy. It's more than just building a family. It's like the whole thing. So, there definitely could be love coming in for you with a person, where you build and leave a legacy with that person. Could be a Scorpio, could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. You have all the fixed signs on these 3 cards here. So it could be one of the fixed signs, could be Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, you basically have everything here. So, there you go. Could be any sign. With the Death card, you have the 2 of Wands. Like everybody gets this nowadays. 2 of Wands is about needing to level up, needing to take something to the next level. I think like the best way I could describe the energy is that it's almost like as a collective, but we're talking to you, Cancer. We've been going through college. It's like the past, since 2012 maybe, or 2011 even, like the challenges, difficulties, the things you've been through, this has been training you for what you're about to step into. I believe that the new earth is here. All the great spiritual teachers talk about the new earth. I think that we're in it, and we just have to fill it with good ideas instead of, these bad ideas from, all these bad people that are on earth, right? Klaus Schwab, right? So you have to fill it with your ideas, and The Two of Wands is about leaving a comfort zone and actually creating something, putting something out there, building something great. So, that's what I would do there. With the Hermit, are you kidding? You have the Sun here, and also the Hierophant wanted to come out. We were talking about how it looks to me like you're stepping into a sun period. The sun makes, a whole entire reading much more positive, but that's not what I'm feeling here. Not that I think this is bad, right? I kind of just think it's a basic message, right? I think that it's a basic bitch tarot message that's saying, basically that the sun is shining on you. There's attention coming on you, and that's pretty much it. It's not. I'm not trying to make it sound not exciting, but I don't know. It just feels very basic to me. You have the Hierophant there, which could be marriage, like I said. So there could be a person that you will be marrying in the future if you are looking for love. I don't feel it necessarily right now. I'm not even convinced that you are necessarily going to get into a relationship right now. Again, this might just be something that's kind of coming together in the background. What I would pay attention to with the sun is your attention. The sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to, and it just seems to me like there's a lot of this energy right now, especially for water signs, you Cancer. So again, if your attention is being brought to something, if you're feeling excited about something, like I said earlier, or that inspiration could be the universe being like, hey, there's like something really good going on over here. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this card that says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. There you go. You're pushing yourself to exhaustion. Enjoy yourself in between all your hard work. Make sure to take rest, for sure. I feel like you need to make sure to take care of yourself, but I feel you do need to believe in the dream. I mean, you have this milk and honey card at the end with the poise card. It's kind of like saying you are poised and ready for success. You are ready to be lifted up. You have the Two of Swords, World, and the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords, I always say, is about seeing this island behind you here. That island represents like a third place solution. The Two of Swords represents this or that thinking, but there's another opportunity behind her to do something different or to move in a new direction in her life, and that's exactly what she needs to do. You have the World and the Ace of Pentacles. The World is about completion or ending something. It's kind of weird that you go like this. It's funny, I was talking about the two worlds, right? You have the World, then the World. And also the Two of Wands, he's holding on. He has the whole world in his hands. So it's almost like this reading is saying, it's time for you to create your place in this new world. Like I said, you've been in spiritual college for many years, since 2012. Now you've graduated. It's time to put everything you've learned into practice. And I think that's what's going on here. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is like a big opportunity. Again, I do feel a little bit of energy here of something being like a bigger opportunity than it initially appears. That's kind of like what the Two of Wands says as well. The story of the Two of Wands is that he's standing at the top of his castle and he rushed to a finish line. He didn't really enjoy the process. He didn't take the time to enjoy the process either. And so he's looking out into the world, but he has the whole world in his hands. So he needs to realize that there is a lot more for him to accomplish. Like there are many more experiences, there are many more new things that he can learn. So it kind of says like variety is the spice of life. And I feel for some of you, there's like a big opportunity that's going to open you up to the new world, but you have to accept it, right? By moving towards inspirations. With the Two of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups, very much this like moon energy. It's kind of funny because I feel like this reading is trying to spit out the moon card, right? Where it's like saying, you've been in this period of darkness. You haven't been knowing where you're going, but you are kind of like walking towards it anyway. And so I just feel like that's what it's saying. With the World, you have the Empress. There's like a very abundant opportunity coming in for you. If you're looking for love, I feel like someone finds you very attractive or will. And also if you're looking for love, I would get out in public. I would get into the world. We have a lot of attention here. The Sun and the Empress is definitely glow up vibes. So you could have had a glow up or you could be having a glow up currently. So if you want love, I would get out there. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. This applies to all of you. I also feel that a new opportunity, like I said, is going to be very abundant. We see that here as well with that Ace of Pentacles. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. This is about leaving something behind because, again, on the Two of Wands, he has this wand behind him. So that wand behind him is something that stands on its own. He's reaching forward to this new wand, and that new wand doesn't stand on its own. It might be like a new opportunity, a new creative opportunity, a new business, a new idea, a new way of improving his health, like whatever it is for you, doesn't matter. But, again, it's time to like leave something behind and go move on to something new. Again, like I said, variety is the spice of life. I kind of feel like we're in a time where people are realizing that they're not like meant to just like only be able to have one job in life or one career. Sometimes we are meant to reinvent ourselves, do something differently, or do something else that makes us grow, right? So I kind of feel what we're seeing here in this reading is a lot of growth, or a lot of growth opportunity. Like the universe is saying, like, you've been doing something for a long time and now it's time to take things to the next level. Right here you have this poise card, pretty much my favorite card in this deck, because she is being lifted up on a pedestal. And she is, kind of ready. Poised means she is ready for success. She is ready to step into something. You have this milk and honey card. The milk and honey card, the milk and honey card can represent overindulgence, but again, it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you're poised for, or ready for, a period of your life that you're going to really enjoy. A period of milk and honey, a period of, pure bliss, right? So that's what you are kind of like stepping into. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and the Four Cups, sorry. I feel like your fortunes are about to change with the Wheel of Fortune. I know that sounds obvious, but that's really what I get here. I got something about pure bliss as well. So again, I feel like you're stepping into a period of pure bliss, like I just said. And, it's going to be very enjoyable for you. I think that this is coming because, again, you've been through this, spiritual college, is the best way I could describe it, where you've been learning a lot of lessons for a long period of time. And it's almost as if you have learned the lesson. Sometimes I think people go through lessons and then they just keep going through lessons and lessons and lessons because they don't learn, right? And so it's almost like you have learned, which is a good thing, and now you're moving forward. You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for something you want, really, kind of latching onto something you want. She is also moving towards the sun. She has a sunflower right here. I'm pretty sure your bonus February reading, I said exactly the same thing to you, because I'm pretty sure you had the sun in that reading as well. So if I were a Cancer, I would be very, very focused on my joy, my bliss, my things that bring me happiness, but also my inner guidance system. Like, again, if you feel like something is calling your attention, I know it seems very basic and simple, but at the same time, I would move in that direction towards whatever it is. You could feel excited about starting a new business, but you don't even know how to start. I would just do it. You could feel excited about moving to Hawaii and, getting a job teaching at a surf school, but maybe you've never surfed in your life. I would go do it anyway. That's like the time that we're in. I think we are in the time of feel the fear and do it anyway, right? And, that's what I would do here. You have the Four Cups. Four Cups is like past disappointments, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you're finally settling into something that you've actually manifested. He has manifested these cups into his life. So it's almost like you have manifested something here, Cancer. Let's see what is going on for you. With the Wheel of Fortune, yes, you have the Queen of Wands. Yes, definitely very good. I feel like you are... I think moving towards the sun obviously is going to be the thing that changes your fortunes. We literally go up this way towards the Queen of Wands as well with that Wheel of Fortune. So, I would definitely listen to the sun. With the Queen of Wands, are you kidding? You have the Hermit. You have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands right here as well. So it's almost like all this is connected, right? We have all these repeating cards, basically the universe saying I meant what I said. So there you go. With the Four Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles here. And by the way, if you want love, I feel like you could be attracting a person who really pours in to the connection. A person who really gives, and a person who really wants more things to grow and wants things to be successful and all that other stuff. So this looks really, really good for you. I really, really like where this is going. But let's see what we get going for you here. You have this generosity card. Whenever this card comes up, I'm always just like, whoever I'm reading for, you, in this case, Cancer, you just feel like the universe is being more generous. And again, I almost feel this could be like a gift from an ancestor. That older woman could be someone who's passed away in your life, or, could be a past life person or something like that. But there's definitely like some sort of gift from the universe. And but it's like a little different than that, because I also feel like you feel that the universe is on your side. Like if you've been working towards something and nothing ever works, now things are working and you just feel like things are on your side. That's really what I get there. You have the Submission card. There's this bird in this cage right here, and the cage door is open. So, a lot of you, I feel if you're feeling stuck in anything, you're not really stuck, and you just have to set yourself free. And so that's what I would do there. You have this Authority card. It's almost like I feel like you could be attracting a person who is an authority. This card always reminds me of a mixture between like the Hierophant and the Emperor. He's even holding this little thing here, which kind of looks like the thing that the Emperor is holding sometimes. So, I feel for a lot of you, this could be like you attracting your Emperor, and we have the Empress here, or you could be the Emperor and you're attracting your Empress, whatever. Take it how it resonates. You have this Revenge card. Again, every single person, I can't even explain it. I literally, Pisces had almost exactly the same thing. I just said to them that we had Gemini, we had Mars retrograde in Gemini back at the end of 2022 into 2023. Ever since then, there's been this weird like revenge energy or gossip energy or whatever. We talked about the multiple queens in your reading. I would just ignore it at all cost. You have the eccentricity card. Yeah, I think people will call you eccentric until they don't. People will call you eccentric until you pull up in one of your 10 Lamborghinis, right? So people will tell you you're crazy until they see you driving by in your Lamborghini. And even then, they still won't believe it. So, I feel for a lot of you, it's like you have a lot of weird ideas, or maybe this new world you're being led to is very different than what you've been experiencing up into this point. But I also feel like it's pure bliss, like I was saying with that milk and honey card. So pretty interesting reading. I like it though. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.